Middle Saturday in Melbourne, and it was crunch time for those hoping to reach the second week. The remaining third-round ties boasted a stellar lineup. Andrei Rublev faced the unpredictable talents of Dan Evans on Margaret Court Arena. The opening set was a tight one, both men standing firm on serve before Rublev pounced with the Englishman serving to stay in the set.
Nailed it, and it looked as good in flight as it was when it landed.
With the break secured soon after, the set came with it, and the fifth seed cranked up the pressure in the second.
It's a fitting way to finish the second set for Rublev.
And there was no let-up from the ruthless Rublev in the third.
Oh, that is awesome. Absolutely awesome.
The 25-year-old was closing in on a third visit to the round of 16 in Melbourne.
Relentless and flawless from Rublev.
6-4, 6-2, 6-3.
Margaret Court Arena hosted a ninth meeting between Aryna Sabalenka and Elise Mertens, with Sabalenka winning their previous 5 matches. We were on serve until Game 4 when the big-hitting fifth seed ground out 3 break points.
That was great play from Sabalenka. Getting herself in front early, she gets the early break.
The opening set followed soon after. Sabalenka's confidence was surging, and there was more to come from the 24-year-old in set 2.
It's fed the Sabalenka forehand, and it's given her a vital break. Puts her within 1 game of this match in the 4th round.
Sabalenka was closing in on another visit to the Aussie Open 4th round.
Fitting way to end an improved service game, and Sabalenka marches into the last 16 for the 3rd consecutive year at Australian Open.
19-year-old Holger Rune stunned the men's tour by defeating Novak Djokovic at the Masters 1000 event in Paris late last year. And the now world number 10 has been storming through the early rounds down under. The Great Dane's controlled aggression giving him the edge in set 1 of this clash with Frenchman Hugo Humbert. The opening set was taken 6-4, and the 9th seed's all-court game had the Frenchman on the run again in the second.
It's almost like a practice set for Aryna.
Rune 2 sets ahead. The third needed a tie-break to decide it. Humbert giving his all to stay in the contest.
What hands? Are you kidding me?
That fine volley, though, would only delay the inevitable.
Holger Rune is through to the round of 16 for the very first time here in Australia.
Belinda Bencic faced Italy's Camilla Giorgi for the 6th time in the sunshine on Rod Laver Arena, and the 12th seed was soon displaying the clean striking that saw the Swiss star take the Adelaide title a couple of weeks earlier.
Absorbed the pressure nicely, Bencic there.
The opening set was taken 6-2, but at the start of the second, there were 3 breaks in a row. Giorgi levelled things up, but Bencic carved out another opportunity in Game 11.
It's wide. Another break. Another opportunity for Bencic to close this out. This time 6-5 in the second.
And with the match on her racket, the 25-year-old was at her clinical best.
A strong finish and a message to the women's singles fields. Belinda Bencic is preparing for a big run for this women's singles title at Australian Open 2023.
In the absence of Nick Kyrgios, Alex de Minaur had taken the mantle of home favourite, and the Sydney slugger has not let the Aussie fans down on his impressive run to the 3rd round. This contest would be the 22nd seed's most comfortable yet. A straight sets victory over Frenchman Benjamin Bonzi on Rod Laver Arena to reach the round of 16 for the 2nd straight year.
Well, in the end, it was a de Minaur demolition. It was most impressive.
Former world number one Karolina Pliskova had almost slipped under the radar with her serene progress through the opening rounds, and the big serving Czech maintained her faultless record, still yet to drop a set in the tournament with a comfortable victory over Varvara Krejceva. And Donna Vekic also progresses, the experienced Croatian seeing off Spain's Nuria Parrizas-Diaz in this first meeting between the pair to reach the Australian Open fourth round for the second time. 14 Americans had made it through to the third round. 4 of them faced their fellow countrymen. JJ Wolf and lucky loser Michael Mmoh were both on their best Grand Slam runs. 24-year-old Wolf prevailed in this contest on Kia Arena, 6-4, 6-1, 6-2 the final score. The other All-American clash saw Tommy Paul face Casper Ruud's conqueror Jenson Brooksby, with Paul winning this one also in straight sets to continue his best run at the Australian Open.
There you have it, a booming forehand, and Tommy Paul is through to the fourth round for the first time at the Australian Open.